Welcome to my morning meditation routine when we're out in the sounds on the boat. This video is going to be a little different and is targeted at those individuals that think they would quite like this lifestyle of living on a boat, free as the wind. Bear with me on this and let me weave you a short story. A couple of days ago, I was at a fundraising event for our local hospice in the city where we have our business. It's an hour away from where we berth our boat. In my other life, we own a business that deals with public relations and marketing for large companies and corporates. The story of how we came to be in this situation with the boat is all outlined in detail on our website. I'll throw the link down below in the description. So here I was, in a suit, at an event with local dignitaries, mayors and politicians, business owners, and local philanthropists. I was making small talk with a very successful local man that owned a large national business. I've known him for many years. He asked about our boat life and said to me something quite profound. He said, "I don't know how you do it. When I had my first successes, I bought a boat, not a big one like yours, but man, those things are just holes in the ocean in which you pour your money." To which I responded, "Yes, it does cost a lot to maintain a boat properly, but it's all relative. We use the boat a lot, and we can still run our business remotely, and the kids are experiencing a way of life that teaches them independence and the value of owning and structuring their own time. That sense of freedom is hard to teach without the experience of freedom." The context of the situation was also very important. We were both at a fundraiser for an organisation that deals with end-of-life care. The presentation was very sobering. We, like many other families, have had our own brushes with cancer and have lost loved ones and have had to watch helplessly from the sidelines as someone we love fades away. The reality is that time is something you have no control over. It just washes over you like the weather. We are experiencing it. You can choose to embrace the effect of time, or you can try and hide away from it. We as a family chose to run full steam into it head on. We embraced the massive leap of faith and jumped into a situation for which we had no previous experience. This is our very first boat. At the start, I had no idea of what I was doing, but we got there. Now it is all part of the fabric of our family, and the children are learning a set of skills that will accompany them for the rest of their lives. Everybody is on their own journey. We are all in different places at different stages in life, but we can all choose to make the most of our time. Don't put off your dreams. If you want to live on a boat and sail the world, find a way. If you want to buy a boat and set yourself up off-grid exploring extensive sounds, bays and inlets with multiple places to escape rough weather, just do it. There really is nothing stopping you. There are YouTube channels out there of people buying old boats for a couple of $1,000s and just giving it a crack. What you have to be is brave. Brave to dream and brave to take the first step. Everything else will take care of itself and just becomes part of the journey. Advances in technology now mean we can be remote but still in communication and connected to the rest of the world, just as if we were living a normal life. With some creative thinking, you can always find a way to make your way in the world. You don't even have to reinvent the wheel. There are many people out there doing it that you can learn from. But what you have to be is committed. Committed to live your life to all of your potential. As a good friend once told me, this is not a dress rehearsal and there are no do-overs. This is the brutal nature of time, and you can be a slave to it or you can learn to master it. We started this YouTube channel just as a way to create a library of all of these years for ourselves and our children to easily look back on. It's by far the best cloud storage of memories that your friends and family scattered to all corners of the earth can access with absolute ease. Along the way, we also found a community. We get comments from strangers in our videos which are just unexpectedly awesome and encourage us to keep going, making and sharing our stories. Hopefully, we can also be of some inspiration. When we started this chapter of our lives, with 4 children, the youngest of which was just 2, soon to turn 3, with a heap of pets in tow as well, some people around us thought we were mad. Homeschooling the children, running our business remotely, and taking on a boat all seemed really daunting. but as we approach our 4th summer, we are still in it, appreciating the ability to live life to the fullest. Sometimes it is really hard, and sometimes it is also really scary, but other times it is also breathtakingly beautiful. But isn't that just life in general? There are moments when I see the children taking charge of a situation or overcoming a challenge that make me so proud. I look at my wife taking responsibility for providing them with learning that meets the expectations of the wider education system, and I am immensely proud that she has faith in her own capabilities and the discipline to get it done. So this is how I typically start the day. We have a very old dog with a very weak bladder, and if I don't get her to the beach at first light, she will wee all over the teak in the back cockpit, or in the transom, or on the swim platform, or even in the tender. If you have ever had to maintain teak, you will know that dog urine is one of the things you will definitely want to avoid soaking into your teak. So I get up early and take the old dog to the beach. I think about how lucky I am to be right here right now, and I go for a walk and pick up rubbish. Even in the farthest reaches of remote places, there is rubbish. There is no getting away from it, and there is little we can do about it except pick it up and be conscious not to be careless with your own rubbish. The same thought process can be applied to your time. Be careful with it, value it. If you feel like you're not getting the value you need out of your time, then change it. Don't let your dreams slip away. Be the hero in your own journey and find a way to make it work for you. We have been conditioned to follow the well-worn path, but it is on the paths least taken, off the beaten track, on the edges where it takes some effort to get to, that we find rare beauty and appreciate the effort it took to get there. Others may look at the lifestyle you now have and wish they too could have that freedom, without realizing that they already do. They just choose to look back at where they have been, comfortable in the familiar, rather than looking forward into the unknown with the excitement of what might be. Be brave and don't get to the end of your time with regrets over the things you could have done. Now, back to the video I was going to make about morning routines whilst on a boat in the middle of nowhere. Thanks for listening. So, on our walk, we find rubbish. And this bit of material takes some time. So that little collection is fairly average. We're in the middle of the Marlborough Sounds and the Marlborough Sounds. This beach is boat access only. It's winter, so there's probably not that many people using it. But there's still rubbish floating and coming up onto shore, which then just sort of hangs around. It's not good. But yeah, every time we'll try and collect up as much as we can. What was this? Boy's gonna love that. That's a rocket. It's a heavy rocket though. But how stunning. Aren't we lucky? Are we lucky, Shallow? Are we lucky? Are we lucky? Oh. Right, time to head back and put the kettle on.